Hey guys, it's Spencer with Cyclone Fence, and today we're officially going to be ending the debate, which is better, pounded versus set posts. Let's get into it. First up, we got our set post. So companies that set their post typically set it 3.5 feet deep. So we're going to get this post marked here. Now we usually use some better equipment for setting our posts. Since it was just one, it was a lot easier to just hand dig it. Anyways, back to the video. All right, now that we got our hole dug, we're gonna pop this post in. Got it right to 3.5 feet. Now we're gonna mix some concrete. All right, we got our post nice and level. Now let's fill it up with dirt. We gotta wait for this to set. It's gonna take about a day, so we won't be able to test until tomorrow. And now for our pounded post. We pound these 4 feet deep. It's a little bit overkill, everybody tells us, but we'd rather be on the safe side. So let's get this post marked. Now let's get this pounded. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, and we're back. So we've given the post some time to set. We're gonna run some tests now and see how they hold up. Let's get into it. So after we put these posts to the test, as you can see, they're both a little messed up and bent. So the set post, you can see from all the rocking that happened, it got a hole around it from the loose dirt that was set in there. You can kind of see the concrete footing down there. Our pounded post, all the soil was never dug up. It's all still strong soil all around the post. It's still super deep in there. Now the final test. What happens if your fence gets hit with a skid loader? Let's get into it. Everything in the ground is still intact. It bent right at the dirt line, got completely flattened. Now this is your corner and your end post, which terminal posts typically are. A new post for this repair would need to go in this exact same spot. This whole footing would have to come out, which adds a ton of cost. Digging this whole thing up, getting this whole footing out, removing and disposing of it, bringing in new dirt, putting new dirt in the hole. It's a ton of work and not cheap. Now let's see how the pounded post holds up to the skid loader. Now what I think a lot of people think is gonna happen with the pounded post is that it's gonna somehow like pull out of the ground or something if it gets hit. That's just not the case. To get this fixed, we're gonna need a special tool to be able to lift it up because it is in there still good. But once we get this out, we can take a new post, slip it back in that hole, pound it down a bit more, and the repairs would be done. This would be a very cheap repair and not take a lot of time. So as you can see, both the set post and the pounded post held up very good to both of the tests. There wasn't a huge difference. The only differences that we saw were the huge dirt pile you're gonna have around your set post, the extra time it's gonna take for this to set, the probability that something's gonna go wrong while that post is setting. With the pounded post, your dirt all around it stays nice and clean the whole time throughout installation. You don't have to worry about post setting. Your fence can get all done in one day and you have cheap repairs. The pounded post, clearly the better option. Another thing you need to worry about with set posts is your post heaving. No matter how you set your post, there's always a chance that it can heave up. This is detrimental to your fence. It makes it look trashy and compromises the integrity. Companies that set posts also call this a natural act of God, and that's how they're able to not cover it under their warranty. So if they install set posts, your posts heave a year later, it's not covered under their warranty. With pounded posts, we're able to cover post heaving under our warranty. The sad truth is that companies that try to sell you a set post know it's worse. Their whole business model relies around you believing that a set post is better when it's clearly not the better option. That's why no other companies set their posts anymore. I'd love to live in a perfect world where no fences ever get damaged, but that's not this world. There's always a chance something bad's gonna happen to your fence. And if you go with the set post, you're looking at an expensive repair. And if you go with the pounded post, you're looking at a super simple, cheap repair, which is what we like. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you're anywhere in the Wisconsin or Minnesota region, we'd be happy to install your fence. We do chain link, we do vinyl, ornamental steel, cedar, composite, almost any style you could think of. We do a great job at a good price. If you're also in a neighborhood that does not have one of our fences yet, we also give $500 off. If you're anywhere in the United States and would like to buy some material, we'd love to get you a price and see if we can help you out. Thank you guys so much for watching.